Voting Day, November 5th, 2024. I'm working today, but I've been listening to so much talk about the elections, and it's just been an interesting situation over the last few years. Just every time you turn on any kind of broadcast, I mean, you can't even get away just listening to YouTube and, without being bombarded with just constant concepts and personalities, opinions. And I am so glad that today is here, that hopefully this will all come to an end within the next week. Whoever wins, could care less. The only thing I'm interested in is a reasonable rate of return. I got so disgusted this morning, I decided, it's around, probably about maybe 10:30. I don't even keep up with the time too much during the day, but I suspect it's around 10. Basically, the bottom line, I got up, I said, you know what, let me just get up from here and let this ride for a little while, come back to it after I get through riding. So I just completed about maybe 30 miles. I'm going to do another 25 and head on back in, finish my work day. But just very much tired of listening to what's supposed to occur on November 5th. What's going on in the markets? Markets were up pretty good starting out early in the morning. I suspect because of the euphoria behind this election, we will tend to get some level of increase in the market this morning. A lot of it's due to the fact that, you've got some new introduction. The market's curious. I think it kind of knows where it's going. I wouldn't put a whole lot of money in this market right now. If you're going to do anything, I would nibble. The chances are, I don't care who wins, there's going to be some severe volatility in the market in the next few weeks. It could carry on through the rest of this year and early in the next year. But yeah, you'll see some days where you'll have a little bit of uptick, but I wouldn't get blinded by that false reality. There's a lot going on in our markets right now. I mean, we've had several years of just economic destruction. And all the promises, all the information about, the market's doing well, all of the prop ups we've done, all the comments to try to suggest to the American people that the economy's improving. I mean, all of this is done for a reason. It all had to do with November 5th. Well, guess what? November 5th is getting ready to end. So either they succeeded or they failed, or the other side succeeded or it failed. We don't really care at this point. Our goal is to absorb whatever occurs, try to find the best solution, and be prepared to take prudent steps to associate dressing the realities of the market. November 5th, I tell you, you would think that somebody who had died and was going to be resurrected was coming back. All of the energy, all of the trillions and zillions of dollars that has been spent on the commentary, all of the misguided judgments about the market, all of the communication to try to force the American people to believe that the markets have improved. It doesn't get any better than this. Meanwhile, all of those trillions and zillions of dollars that are being invested in this scope of change for November 5th comes out of the taxpayers' money. It's clear to understand why some people decide that they want to go with one color as opposed to the other. I mean, the bottom line is, I think a lot of it is just misunderstanding. I mean, it doesn't cost, it's not free to live in the United States. And, if anybody believes that it is, you've got another thing coming. It costs millions. I mean, for every baby born until the last breath, millions of dollars that you earn and millions of dollars that taxpayers earn. we don't really have any room. There's 360 something million. That number's probably way skewed by now. It's probably more like 450 million. Legally, who knows? But the bottom line is, for each one of them, there are millions of dollars being spent. Some people utilize those millions of dollars to improve their expectations because they've got inside information or they've got assistance. The way to succeed in the United States, it's all about help. I don't care if you're the strongest person on the planet. The bottom line is, you don't succeed in this environment without help. Your parents dragging you through the time you were able to finally find a job, pushing you through college. Things were different when I was growing up. You had to do whatever you were going to do until you found a way to succeed or die. So the thing is, we are now in an environment now that basically helps our children become adults. And even though they get more help than you can imagine, a lot of us just don't succeed. But the reality of the situation is, if you don't succeed, you've got 2 inches worth of brain, save some of your money. Put it in the market. Dollar cost average if that's what you got to do, because it is deadly vicious trying to time the market. And although people say they don't, that's all we do. If you're day trading, if you're doing any kind of trades that require you to try to associate where a price is going to go, you're betting against the markets. You're betting against the opportunity, scalping, all of these different kinds of things. They're all betting against markets that you have no idea where they're going. I guarantee you there's been trillions of dollars pumped into the market today, and that's the reason why you're getting the little uptick that you're getting. Let's see if it lasts. Anyway, I've got to head back to work. I got another 25 miles to go. I plan to try to knock this out in the next hour and be back sitting in front of a computer trying to earn a living within the next hour and a half. Enjoy your market day.